Fast and Light, my fun space experience that you get to come along with me. And as my co-pilot today, I've got my good friend Mason, who's
Yes.
uh, Mason. I'm so glad you've joined us. Um, and as thanks, I I'd like you to help me choose a chip to use
Oh
because
yeah.
I I gotta admit the last few times I played, I've kind of been floundering on like I've got some progress to make on this. You can see my Type B ships aren't
Right.
all unlocked, and that brings me a bit of guilt. Last time
Yeah, yeah.
I played the Crystal Cruiser, and it I got the Type B of it, which I'm
Nice.
pretty proud of. And
Gorgeous.
I haven't played it yet. It's a boarding spec, which I'm pretty excited for. Um,
That's hilarious.
yeah, it's gonna be great. Uh, and but I'd like some guidance if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. This is my favorite part of the game. I mean, ship selection is like what I play the game for, like to unlock ships, basically. I think it's the driving factor, like the engine of replay for this game.
Yeah,
But
dude.
I guess just how do you feel? You know,
Ooh.
pick a color about how you feel,
Um,
right? You've
I'm
been taking some art
feeling.
classes.
Oh yeah, I suppose that's true. All of my stuff has been black and white, so I guess it's time for me to breach that. You know, I'm feeling kind of gray. Like it doesn't narrow it down right
Yeah.
now. I mean, I
Okay.
guess it narrows it down a bit, but
Well, I mean,
staying
look at the stealth
inside.
ship,
Stealth ship is,
right? That's
man.
black, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's
So,
fair.
so, and then like look at the Kestrel, right? So the
Oh yeah,
Kestrel,
the Kestrel. I
that's
don't
white,
have
right?
the B type of the Kestrel.
Oh, what?
Yeah, no, I mean it's the first ship you get, and it used to be my absolute favorite ship. I'm pretty sure some of um, my best games have been with the Kestrel. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I
What?
guess not. The Kestrel isn't on even. Oh,
G1
here we
shouldn't
go.
play
Yeah,
them.
ship best.
Okay.
I got 3 victories on it. No, I've wow. I've only ever won with the Kestrel once.
All right
That
then.
doesn't sound right.
Well, of course it's up to you, but that'd
Wow.
be my suggestion.
I yeah. I think back to basics is a good call. I'm gonna go with the default Kestrel. We'll go with um, Mason as our pilot.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be something like Gunner.
Something cool, you know.
Something cool. We're gonna
Something pretty
go on
cool.
easy, so I have any chance. But we're gonna go with Advanced Edition. So we have 3 goals. Have 6 unique aliens on the Kestrel cruiser simultaneously. That's kind of cool. It's got that melting pot achievement. Um,
Yeah.
11 systems installed at one time.
Wow.
It's really touting like the general gameplay bonus. Repair back to full health when only has 1 HP remaining.
Holy
That's
Christ.
I don't wow. All right.
Well, we'll just say if we run into that one
We
as a
yeah,
situation,
sure.
sure, we could do that. But that's not going to be the point of our
Yeah, okay.
uh, run for today.
Mhm. The data you
But
carry is
yeah,
vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Nebulas. Passing through a nebula will allow you to temporarily slow down the fleet advancement, but they contain their own unique dangers. Um, I usually like nebulas a lot, except when it's a nebula sector, which I recently learned does not. It doesn't actually slow the rebel fleet if you're in a
well,
nebula sector,
that's
which
rough.
ruined it for me.
So here's the thing
Okay.
with the goals that we have for this run. right? That's going to be hiring quite a diverse crew, right?
Yeah.
So we always have to have some money on hand in case we run into those exotic little aliens that we want aboard our ship so much.
Yes, so
All this
much.
stuff.
Get on my ship.
But also, we need that money in the bank again, just in case there's, exotic or advanced systems that
Yeah.
we need to include. Really making it a jack of all trades, kind of spreading our money a little thin, I'd say.
So, I mean, the question is how many systems do we have installed right now? How many count? And I think that, well, first of all, we're we're off to a good start right now. Like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if the subsystems count. I'm assuming not. But
Well, how about this? We just add systems until we
until we get it,
trigger the achievement.
that makes sense to me.
The
Yeah,
answer is always +1.
yeah, it's a good point.
That's the math equation there. It's n +1.
An especially well-armored pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members, and the rest of you can go free unharmed. This is one of my favorite events to come across in the first part of the game, because if you attempt to kill the slavers, they'll just give you a crew member.
You mean a slave?
Well, no.
Mason.
Not a slave, no.
It's not a slave when we do it.
That's not something the Federation would ever consider. So let's see, we've got...
That is a question. It's like, how are you paying these people?
I mean, maybe they're just... Listen.
Yeah.
Patriotism is a wonderful thing. And its own reward. I like the way you put that. Yes. So we're going to use our patriotism to kill these slavers.
Yeah. So there's some of my favorite things in the Civil War is because many merchants didn't know who would win, the North or the South.
Yeah.
And both the soldiers' money tried to spend their money with merchants that would go back and forth between the different armies.
Right.
They would just, depending on how they were doing in battle, their value of their currency would change. So they would, try to fight really hard so that their dollars that they were being paid in would work, actually, at the stores that they were intending on spending their money at.
Oh my gosh.
And there's a great story of a Confederate soldier trying to buy corn cake or cornbread.
Yeah.
So he
Oh my
goes
God,
up and
there's-
he gets a $10 bill, and he's like, I'd like some cornbread. Could I have the whole pan? And he's like, no. They're like, you guys have not been doing well. I don't think that the Confederacy is gonna last. So he takes the $10 bill, puts it on the cornbread, and then cuts out the outline of the $10 bill and says, this is how much cornbread that buys.
Oh my gosh.
And it's hilarious. It's one of my favorite uses of currency and showcases of how currency can fluctuate.
That's
Holy
wild.
shit, what happened to your guys?
Yeah, you looked away for a moment, huh? So there was a lot of fire that they destroyed my door system. Oh my God.
Dope.
Yeah, there's no oxygen in there, which is the worst part of that room. So,
the doors.
well, I did to get rid of the fire, but first I had to fix the doors, and there was fire in the door room. So
That's horrible.
yeah, it was less than ideal for sure. Definitely did not like it very much. On the other hand, I did get Justin here. Justin is our brand new crew member. One more for the stock
Chivo.
for the Chivo. Justin is going to be our weapon systems, and
Kind of taking your job.
yep, I'm gonna be engines from now on. It's chill. I'm fine with it.
So
Maybe I'll be better that
here's
way.
here's my question, right?
Yeah,
The Zoltan, right? They give an extra power, and that's
yeah,
really great.
yep.
But they're also, do they have less health?
You know, that's a good point. What's the Zoltan's downside? Provides power to occupied systems, and they do have less health. Max health reduced to 70. And
So
let's
yeah,
see. They
that
do
just
damage to enemy crew when they die. I didn't know that.
yeah,
Huh.
which is great
I huh.
when they die.
When they die. Like I don't
They're a
know
little
if I'd
bombs.
ever desire that, but um maybe in a boarding run I could use my little bomb dude
Right.
to wreck.
Well,
Um
I'm just saying, I always put them in the engines
mhm.
because people attack my weapons bay,
Yeah,
and
that's a
they
good
don't want my
point.
weakest person being in my weapons bay.
And like my problem is my engines right now is, I can't do without my pilot. My pilot never moves. However, my pilot station also doesn't need power, so it's not a good place for them because the
Yeah,
Zoltan's, main benefit is that they give power to that system that they're at. Uh,
exactly.
Weapons, well, let's say engines, I always want it powered, yeah, but I don't always have to have it manned. I feel like they're the first place I go to send someone to go put out a fire or fight someone. Um,
Oh, you're
yeah.
right.
Whereas weapons, I want to be firing as fast as I can, so I always want someone on weapons. And weapons also needs a lot of power, so I feel like that's my best place for the Zoltan. But
Sure.
you have a good point. Um, they do attack weapons a lot, and if they die, that would be the worst. Well, I'm sure we'll have to think about that in
Yeah.
later sectors, but you've encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. Looks as if it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board. Let's hail them. Best case scenario, we get to fight them and scrap them.
Yeah. That's worst case scenario. We get a
Yeah,
dial tone.
exactly. The vessel is relieved to hear from you. They're running low on supplies. They suggest a trade. So that's missiles for drone parts. I have a weapon that uses missiles, and I don't have drones, so this is a bad trade for me. I'm gonna decline. So far in the run, we have not gotten a single node that has given us any scrap,
Yeah.
which
Well,
is
and
rough.
we're just leaving these people stranded in space. Although it's very questionable why they want a missile, like two missiles,
That's
in
a
order to
good
get out of
point.
their situation. They're not
Yeah.
asking for fuel. You know what I mean?
That's yeah,
It's
poignant.
like, oh, we just really need these two missiles. And you're like, that's kind of suspicious.
Huh. Are
Like,
you gonna
will you fix
use
these robots
what are you
instead?
gonna use when you fire those missiles? Not me, of course.
Yeah, not gonna use it on you. That would be
Oh
the
no.
worst
We wouldn't do
thing.
that. That's you gave us the missile. We wouldn't, of course not.
Speaking of missiles,
Yeah, at least it's not hitting all of my wonderful systems like the last guy did.
yeah.
Um, Boy, they
And
are.
also, what a clutch like choice in the video game for them to give you as your first ship, like a pretty good missile pod right up front, and then a burst laser too.
That's a good point. Oh shit, jump in it. Let's end their jump immediately. Okay. Pardon my language. I thought they were going to get
Just
away. Their ship breaks apart, and you're relieved to know that you're still one step ahead of the fleet. 16
nice.
scrap, 2 fuel. That's pretty average for, first sector. I feel pretty safe with that. I'd love to get up to like 80 scrap before the store, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It's a pretty rough first sector. Mantis ship
Yeah,
with markings of a warrior tribe breaks position and attacks.
we did
Okay.
get a Zoltan crew member like right away.
That's true. Those are pretty valuable. And Yo, it's saving me, 30 scrap right now. So it's like I spent 30 scrap.
Yeah.
Um,
Plus 30 scrap, yo.
Plus 30 scrap. It's a good point.
He's scrappy.
He is scrappy. That's one thing I know about Justin.
Scrappy Justin.
Scrappy Justin is a wild name to have. I feel like some automatopoeia would be, a little more snappy, but
All
you
the
can't blame
Justins
him.
that I have met have been pretty scrappy.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
Think about it. Like, have you ever
Yeah?
met a non-scrappy Justin?
No.
Yeah. See?
Okay, viewers, if you're a Justin but you're not scrappy, you're legally obligated to let us know.
In chat. Ooh.
In chat.
Oh, Will. Look at
Yeah,
all the
I'm
chicken
looking
mantis.
at these. Defense 2 is also really good. Weapon. Okay, I can't afford weapon pre-igniter. It's cruel for them to show it to me right now. Because if I had a successful first run, I would be able to have my weapons charged on jump. Weapon pre-igniter is one of my top tier buys.
Yeah.
And there's no way I'm going to be able to
Also-
afford it.
Our goals in this
Yep.
match.
Fair.
Oh. Oh, shit.
I mean, here's the thing. We know our goal is to get systems, right? One of these systems, probably going to be drones.
Yep.
Do I try and, I don't know, sell something? I could sell
Interesting choice.
because this defense 2, ooh, I love defense drones. And the defense drones shoot down missiles that are coming at you, and they also shoot down lasers that are coming at you, or at least this one does. That's why the defense 2 is so great. But I'd have to sell, I mean, let's be honest, my Artemis, my missile pod,
Yeah.
is that...
Can you sell humans into slavery?
No, Mason. Why would you ask that?
No reason.
Okay. Because I mean, if I had to guess, you'd ask it because you would consider it if that was an option here. Consider selling one of the humans since we don't need them right now. Is that what you were considering?
I'm just saying, it's for the sake of diversity, right?
You know what? That's a good
You want your
point.
college campus to be diverse, don't you?
There's a certain achievement for having a diverse college campus, so
Yeah, so just
it's a
turn
good
some of
point.
these college students in a special lab into mantis people, right?
I
Much more
think
diverse than that.
that's a good point. I think
It'll be a freshman
we'll
seminar.
just do that. We're gonna get okay. Here's the real question: do we go with Bruce Garrick or Jeff Bars?
Jeff Barr.
Yeah, I know, right? Jeff Bars rolls off the
Jeff
tongue.
Barr.
Yo, what's
He's
up?
dropping
It's Jeff Bars.
son.
He is the bars. All right, we've got Jeff. We've got.
Is it racist that I immediately thought, like, how is he going to work a console with those scythe hands?
I mean, I'm looking at his scythe hands. He's really going at it. Like you've
Yeah.
got your humans who have typing actions. You've got the
Well,
Zoltan who have typing actions. All these people have
it's not-
keyboard interfaces. This Bars is a hunt and peck master.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Like,
And the
it's
peck?
that bad because I'm pretty
It's a
sure I
beefy
remember
peck.
from, like, a very specific Pokemon episode where, like, Scyther had a hard time like, picking something up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just like standing there for a while, like not being able to pick up like a Pokeball or some shit.
I really appreciate not only your Pokemon deep cuts, but also my new mental picture of Mantis people just being Scyther because it's entirely correct.
Oh yeah, it's always Scyther.
Yeah. I mean, I just tried to think of what a Zoltan would be as a Pokemon. I mean, there's the only other anthropomorphized like default Pokemon is Mr. Mime.
Yeah,
So I mean, I guess all the
Jinx.
humans are all always Mr. Mime, so
So
okay. You know
that's
what,
kind of the idea. Is like
Liam,
the
you're Mr.
best
Mime.
part about being a bug trainer Joey
Mm-hmm.
or whatever
Yeah,
is eventually, if you work hard enough, you will get yourself a fucking scyther.
it's a good point. I mean, what's all right? All right, Mason.
Yeah.
Hard pick for best. Like, uh, how do I put this? What's your pick for the off the path Pokemon? Favorite Pokemon? The one
Ooh.
that like someone would choose like Charizard, but it's like, well, obviously Charizard. Like
So
Charizard is one of the first picks that you go to. Same with like Mewtwo,
yeah,
Pikachu. Like, what's your favorite like off the beaten path favorite Pokemon?
off meta
Off meta.
Pokemon. I mean, we're just the base 150, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few that I've been kicking around a lot recently. I've been getting really into Execute.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I mean, that's exactly what I was looking for. Cause like Executor, like wait, Execute or
Well,
Executor?
Execute. That's
Whoa.
what I mean, right?
See, the pre-evolutions are such prime material for this too. It's
Exactly.
it's that same sort of energy where I really respect people who choose not to evolve and just like keep it
Oh
at a
yeah.
certain point.
I mean, that
Um,
whole episode where Lieutenant Surge,
yeah,
and Ash has to make that. I thought that was honestly that made that series for me. Like that one episode was such a like nuanced thing that as a child, like I didn't even fucking think about. And
yeah,
like it worked so well with the marketing, of course, which is you have to have Pikachu be really cute, and
yep.
they're not making a bunch of fucking Raichu dolls, are they?
It's a
Which I
good
was
point.
kind of pissed off about. Griffin McElroy has that hilarious video about how Pikachu is not the best Pokemon, and he's
Yeah,
so upset that everyone keeps on, falling in love with Pikachu. But that's the idea. It's also secretly at the heart of why Pikachu itself is so popular. I think is that Pikachu in another world could be an off-meta pick if they didn't choose to make him the flagship of the series,
that's a good point.
right?
If the flagship was Raichu, or even if Ash decided to evolve his Raichu in that one episode,
Or just Charizard, dude. Like
sure.
imagine a world in which every single instance of Pikachu being the face of Pokemon was replaced by like Charmander or Charizard.
Yeah,
It'd be like Digimon esque kind of, you know?
yeah.
And that like that idea that Ash doesn't even get one of the starters at all.
It
And
is
he
kind of
makes the
wild
whole
that
series about it.
like I think a lot of companies would have made Charizard or something a little with a cooler vibe. Like Pikachu doesn't have the cool vibe that Charizard does, or Rapidash, or any of these you know
Well, that's an
kind
interesting
of
question. Like, who would
standardized.
you pick to be the flagship if it wasn't Pikachu, right?
I mean, I think it would be one of the. I think it would be
Starters.
either one of the starters, and I think it would be the Fire Dragon because what's
Yeah.
what's more marketable to kids than Fire Dragon, but it could
True.
also be. I mean, it's not going to be Mr. Mime. It's going to be anything but that. Boy, can you
Yeah, yeah,
imagine
dude.
if they chose Mr. Mime
For real.
as the front of the series? It's like this is what represents our product. Come and
You're
catch
gonna
all
love
of
it.
these. We call them pocket monsters, and they're like,
Spawn.
that is a monster. And if
I don't want him in my pocket.
you want us to put that in our pocket, he
No.
seems first of all too
For
big for a
children.
pocket. Second of all, ho,
You want this monster in
oh,
children's
ooh,
pockets, is what you're
no.
telling me.
In my child's pocket,
Not me.
think of a lot of other monsters I'd rather have in my child's pocket,
Yep.
like this
Dan
small
needs to
mouse.
rethink that one.
It's wild that they chose the mouse. Or
right?
no, it's not a mouse, but you get what I'm saying.
Well,
Man.
here's what I would say,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Clefairy.
Clefairy's a yeah, that's perfect.
Like
Huh.
think
It is
that
Pikachu
like
energy too.
yeah, because it can be cute. It's small. It goes places. It's a 2 evolution, just like Pikachu is.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking strong in game if you like really work at it. It
Yeah.
evolves via a stone, just like Pikachu. And I think that it's kind of got that mysticism, but it's a normal type, so it kind of fits as like the
It's
almost
a
like cookie
normal? I thought it
cutter
was
like
fairy type. That's
foster. No, in the original, it's fairy type now,
for sure.
but
Okay.
in the original, it was normal type,
Dang.
and that fits in lots of people's composition. It's kind of weird that they pick an electric type, which is vulnerable to a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But also strong as fuck against water types, which were overrepresented in the original game.
For sure.
Is the most amount of Pokemon was a water type, right? And that's the
Yeah.
other thing. Is like I don't think it could be like a water type that much. Like a fish
See,
or
the
something.
the problem is if they chose a water type Pokemon, I think it's more likely to mislead people into assuming that this is a very water-based franchise. With
Interesting.
electricity, not so much. With fire, not
Yeah,
so much. But you see
never
more
gonna
like
stick.
water-based stories more
The
often
whole
than you
world
do
under the
like
sea.
yeah, exactly. Um,
The whole
I
new world.
man, your Clefairy pick is right on the money. Like the that's the tone I was looking for.
Yeah.
Oh hey, I should probably fight this guy. Um,
Also, for like off meta
yeah,
picks, I'm gonna do 3 real quick ones, right?
yeah, please. I'm excited to
So
hear.
here's what I got, right? I'm thinking Ekans, right?
Yeah,
It's in like Rocket, like Team Rocket, so I feel like it's more enfranchised, but like
yeah, it's
it kind of
surprisingly
gets
enfranchised.
forgotten a lot.
Yeah,
And then there's Mankey, which I feel like is often forgotten because of Machoke.
that's a good point. So are these
And
off-meta
also,
picks for your favorites or for people to represent the series as a whole?
oh, not, no, just like favorites, just like ones
Nice.
I like
Yeah,
that I
that's dope.
don't want to forget about.
Because I forgot
Um,
about Mankey. That's awesome.
yeah. And then also for, um, I don't know, I was just thinking like, there's kind of a tie for me between like Tentacruel. I think that a lot of the water set gets kind of swept up in the big names, you
Yeah,
know?
for sure. I
And
mean, there's a water starter. How could you not?
yeah, and I just feel like Tentacruel kind of gets almost like forgotten,
Yeah,
but it's like everywhere. It's like literally like Tentacruel is so common in a lot of the like route journeys that you have to take to
yeah.
get to islands, and like those are long, and there's not a focus center
The
around,
Zubats of
and
the
like it
sea.
is terror. Yeah, those rats of the sea. Um, but yeah, I just feel like that, having a Tentacruel in my party is something that I like consistently find myself doing, and he's good. He's strong. Love him.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's a flat, effective Pokemon to have.
yeah,
I find
and
myself not considering that as much because when I was a kid, the reason I liked a Pokemon was of how cool it looked. Uh,
yeah,
I I had no mind for stats or for um, oh boy, this guy's got. I attacked all of its weapons. I had no mind for stats or strategy. I had a mind for if they had knives for hands and looked like a cool samurai. Um,
yeah.
my off meta
So,
pick, by the way, would be Scyther. I
yeah,
feel like I'm surprised it isn't the evolution of something. Um,
Exactly.
I don't think I've ever in my life chosen not to evolve a Pokemon, which I feel it kind of ashamed by. I think that's something I've looked past, and um,
I've consistently not evolved a few Pokemon.
yeah, which ones?
Dragonair.
That's yeah, absolutely. I fell to that. I think we can all relate with
Yeah.
being very surprised how bad the Dragonair um,
That Dragonite
evolution
looks
looks.
after
Yeah.
Dragonair.
Yep.
It's just like, and then there's Puff the Magic Dragon. I'm like, no, fuck that.
No, actually not for me, thank you.
No, I'm not gonna do that. It's like, well, it's stronger, and I'm like, I'll take the loss. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
I'm okay with losing a few battles, trainer battles, because I don't have to look at that on my screen.
oh, geez.
And then Haunter, I consistently did not evolve my Haunter.
Yo, this
Partially via
quest.
trade restriction, but also, and like, what an ask for a child, right? To like trade something that you spent so much time and energy on in the
Yeah.
dubious like environment of child theft.
Oh, yeah.
That
I mean,
permeates
that's
every single Yu-Gi-Oh like fucking playground,
you
and to
you
give like
you played
something away.
you played an important part in making sure your brother didn't have uh
Oh yeah,
dubious trades if I remember correctly.
these are hard streets, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's like the 11-year-old gangs are they're ruthless with their uh, trading card situations.
Yeah.
'Cause that's your money. Like everyone who doesn't know or like got really into a trading card game as a child, like that is your first value currency understanding. It teaches you like about life, about like what it means to gamble and lose it all. You know, it's like the
Yeah.
marbles, which, you know, playing for keeps, you know, or like this one's for all the marbles. Those can be some really brutal stories that deeply impact children and have to do with like their senses of value and their senses of um, risk, reward, skill, right and wrong. It's
Yeah.
one of the things that like in my friend group we did not bet for cards, and like other friend groups did.
I'm
You know,
surprised to hear I didn't come across that as a kid. And
oh yeah, I mean you
I'm
put a
kind of glad
card
I
on the
didn't.
line betting on a game,
Yeah.
and then it's it's basically the idea of competitive gambling backed up by the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I put a Yu-Gi-Oh song in chat, by the way.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
heck
in
yeah.
music section.
I'm super down.
Yu-Gi-Oh had some bangers for real.
Like that beginning song, of course,
Yes.
but also just general soundtrack options. So, are we going to go through all of these important childhood franchises? Because we
I
could
think
like get
so.
into like, well, let's stick with Yu-Gi-Oh a little while more. Uh,
Sure. I mean, I think we could get a lot out of Pokemon if we wanted to,
oh,
or
absolutely,
even,
it's an endless
but I also
Pokemon.
don't want to like artificially restrict it.
Sure, yeah. I
Because
mean,
that's the thing. It's like talking about off-meta Pokemon, I could do literally for hours, and like with Shauna, I have
yeah, yeah,
like 4 hours. She's like more into kind of like hypno, you know,
the
like
nose always threw me off. Like for drowsy,
yeah,
I don't know.
that hypno's cool.
Yeah, you know what? Hypno is pretty cool. You could always
Yeah,
go with that. I
and that's
am
the thing. It's like
this
people forget
quest.
about hypno
Oof.
in the face of Alakazam a
I
lot.
mean, oh, I nearly forgot. That's my favorite on track Pokemon when I was a kid. I always went for the Alakazam because I'm
The
like
normal.
he's psychic, and I'd look at those two spoons and I'd be like, I don't know about that. That's a little gimmicky. But then I just look at how cool he was. And I'm like, no, he
Yeah.
rocks it.
And he also like in the base game, Psychic was so broken overpowered that it just stomped everything. Like it
Sure.
stomped the entire fucking yard. That's why I was such a huge fan of my Haunter, is because I
Yeah.
could these cadavers in a second.
Man, like Ghost and Psychic. I know you've told me this before. Um, how if you were to be a trainer, like
Yeah,
bug type, fire type, flying type
yeah,
trainer, you would be a ghost type trainer.
in a
And
second.
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's one of the most defining features I know about you. And it really got me thinking about I don't know, just like the breadth of ghost Pokemon. Um,
Yeah, I mean
it's
nowadays, first of all, I'll just say, I think they're one of the first types to have their purview completely kind of stepped on by the addition of new types, because one of the first things they did for the next generation was they added dark type,
yeah,
and a lot of ghost Pokemon became dark ghost or just dark. Like, a lot of Pokemon that could have been ghosts in another world, like for the second generation, found themselves being either hybrids or dark types, which is
hmm,
fine. Like, I
yeah,
get that the distinction between dark and ghost, but it just seems a little crowded. Like, it's kind of this thing in Japan. Like, if you watch the anime Mob Psycho 100, there's this kind of idea of dueling between psychics and ghosts that's kind of connected to their Shintoism. Um, and like adding dark in there is just, in the same way that like fairy kind of took up a lot of Pokemon that used to be normal types.
yeah, for sure,
And that's the other thing. Like a really great like outside pick is like Kangaskhan,
totally,
right?
yeah.
Just a normal type. Like I challenge you to like, when was the last time you really played through with a normal type?
It's a
And
good point.
except
I
for the
often leave
big
them.
ones, yeah, except for the big ones that are like, obviously extremely, extremely powerful, like Snorlax
Yeah,
or Tank. And a lot of that is
I was
because
about to
when
say
they're at a pretty high
Sandshrew,
level,
but that's
Sandshrews
ground.
ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
same. Or just like Raticate. Like I used to run
Yeah,
Raticate pretty regularly, and I really liked it because Hyperfang is strong as fuck, and he has a massive attack, like 95 attack.
that's
I try
wild.
to make Raticate work a lot. Oh, I forgot my actual original
Yeah,
outside pick though,
hit me.
which is Parasect.
Parasect.
Yeah,
Man,
dude.
you're reminding me of a lot of excellent Pokemon that are good off-center picks, but I didn't expect Parasect.
I
Like,
love Parasect so much. He has Spore, which is a 100% chance to put something to sleep.
I mean, so do you like Parasect because of the moves that it gets, or because of the look, or because of
Both.
like lore?
Everything. I'm in
Nice.
love with Parasect. I
Heck
think
yeah.
Parasect is exactly what a Pokemon should be, which
Yeah.
is like an outside ecological thing that uses things we already know about in like the beautiful world of animals,
Yeah.
of life and like biology, which is like the spiritual heart of that game. Is it's a game about animals. It's a game about
Yeah.
biology. It's a game about how cool animals are, which kids love because kids are extremely aware of how cool as fuck animals are.
For sure.
And then society makes us like deprioritize it and like focus on other more important things to our survival. But originally, when you first gain consciousness, you're just like, holy shit,
Yeah.
this other stuff isn't human and it's out here like doing shit every day, each hour, as much as we're doing shit. And
The
that's
whole time.
insanely cool. And they're doing it all in different ways, and there's like, it satisfies so much like really dense information learning and information knowledge, which defines Pokemon as a series, because there's 150 of them, right?
Yeah. It's the first
Kids memorize
memorization
them all.
task that you get for
Yeah, and
entertainment.
kids are used to doing that anyway
Oh
in the
yeah.
field because they have to memorize all of the words we have, which is its own, fucking
Several
math.
words.
There's a lot. You gotta figure them out.
Oh, they've got a
And
cloning bay. Oh shoot.
and learn how to spell them sometimes, which is a bitch.
It's the worst part of words. I
And
I don't actually know. Kill their cloning bay actually.
there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like Parasect is for me so much about what makes a good Pokemon in as an idea, as a
Yeah.
concept. Also, has one of the best moves in the game for catching Pokemon, and I've always been kind of a like a PVE role player person in general. Like I don't
Yeah.
really enjoy it when people get too in competitive into PvP.
Yeah.
Just get a weird feeling, and I just don't. I don't want to. I don't want to have to do that shit to my friends. um,
Yeah. It's kind of uncomfortable.
well, it's just a little weird. Like it's just like I don't know. It gives me a weird feeling. But also, like Parasect is one of the greatest PVE Pokemon in the game because it can catch stuff for you by putting them to sleep,
Yeah.
which is the in the
I
game.
I realized that when I was playing the most recent Pokemon is I very much underrated sleep when I was a kid. It's
Uh,
it's so good.
I mean,
Man.
my build has always been around having a sleep Pokemon in my party
Yeah.
because Octar knows Hypnosis,
Yep. Totally.
Parasect and Spore. Like I need to whenever I find something in the world, I need to be able to catch it. So
You
that's
know,
pretty for me.
in the recent games, if I had to choose a trainer type for myself, I
Yeah,
think I think it would be wild if I were to um, say choose a bug type trainer because
yeah,
it's one of the first type of trainers you come across. It's
yep.
usually seen as, kind of a chump's choice. But the more bug types I come across that I'm surprisingly very taken with, like
Uh,
Ninjask,
yep.
or,
That's real good.
I mean, just like some of these bug types are so cool that it has me seriously considering I might be a bug type trainer.
Oh yeah,
And
dude.
I might be able to say that I'm proud of that.
I mean,
Um,
Beedrill and Butterfree has always been strong as
oh,
fuck.
yeah. And I don't know. Maybe
Sorry,
it's just
real
because
quick.
I've played a lot of Hollow Knight recently.
Yes,
I'm
I agree.
I find it just so charming and important.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so real quick,
yeah.
extra outside pick.
Okay, hit me.
Ven- Venomoth.
Venomoth. Yeah? I mean, I
Yeah.
could see it.
When was the last time you thought about Venomoth
That's a good point.
or
I don't
Venonat?
I don't think about Venonat very often. Uh,
That's right.
oh shoot. Fire. I
I
don't like
used to.
fire.
So I made a whole like cause or I like to roleplay when I do like long form
Totally.
RPGs,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
roleplayed a poison type.
A
Poison
poison
type.
type trainer. That's dope.
Yeah.
I mean, so
And one
we
of the
we
key
had the
ones is
conversation before that I really thought was cool. That of if Pokemon didn't have the three starter types, you've got
Yeah.
fire, water, grass, and I think it's important to note. I don't know. Those are obvious, obvious picks. I think it's kind of weird that they chose grass for the final one. It's very well color schemed, but still a little more odd than I would. But that aside, another three element types that you would choose for Pokemon to have its starters as. Uh,
Oh yeah.
and I thought we came up with some super clever picks because I think we came up with something like electric, uh, not toxic, poison?
Yeah. Poison.
Yeah, poison. And ground, I think?
Yeah. Ground.
Like, I would love it if I were to come across a Pokemon game with like starters that broke the mold like that. I think that would be super
Exactly.
cool.
I think it's something that the series really needs to consider because we've had fire, water, grass starters,
Yeah.
for every single fucking title, and
Yeah.
there's no reason. Like there's no reason to you made this diverse, beautiful world and then
Yeah.
expanded it so much out. Like, and also like in my Let's Play, even when I was a kid, I would be like, you know, okay, I see these people in the world who are like, you know, Bug Trainer Jim or like Psychic Amy or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, and I was like, why do I get to have every single type of Pokemon when literally nobody else does?
Yeah.
None of the gym traders, none of my dad certainly doesn't. None of the Elite Four, they all have a theme, right?
Yeah, totally.
What the hell,
It is
right?
odd that
Like
you as a
even in the
trainer get
show,
that.
well, it's just like Ash is the only one. Like Brock sticks pretty, like it doesn't always,
Sure.
but like he's got a theme going. You know, Onyx, Geodude, we get it. You know, he's the
Yeah.
archetype later. Misty, Water, obviously. But then through knowing Ash, like she picks up a Vulpix,
Yeah.
right? And like
Oh,
I
that's
think
right.
it's great that they have that, but it's always a splash. It's always like a little.
Yeah.
Is the Vulpix Brock's? I forget. I think
I
that
I
she
think the
really likes
Vulpix is Brock's actually.
Yeah. I think that she just thinks it's cute, but it doesn't actually want to be her.
Sure.
It doesn't actually want to go with her. It's super sad, but she's always upset about it. But yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, I think that that's a very interesting way to play Pokemon, and I think that I would really be excited if the next Pokemon game challenged the players to be like, okay, you're gonna play Pokemon, pick a type
Yeah, pick a focus.
that you can specialize in, and then like, I don't know how that would work with them locking off the other Pokemon that they want to pick or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, just get a bonus for it, or like,
Yeah.
they already have Red and Blue. You know,
Yeah.
they are constantly releasing two different versions of the same game. I just thought, like the class system for JRPGs, where you could like pick a type that you got a bonus to, or that worked really well for you, or
Just
like,
some sort of bonus for playing that. Like, no, I'm a bug trainer this time around, and it's ultra cool, and it gives me these cool things about my character.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I think it would be very dangerous to like lock off other Pokemon during a playthrough. to
Sure.
confuse people,
Yeah.
which is why I'm thinking of ways that it wouldn't have to lock it down. It would just kind of, do something else. But that's kind of, I don't know. That was just a thought I had, that I like self-imposing type restrictions, or like at least going fors, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be 100%, but a majority theme I think can really fit
Oh, look,
a narrative.
a substantial collection of useful scrap material. See, I'm rocking 97 scrap right now. I haven't
Beautiful.
gotten any closer to either of our goals, but I'm sitting a little more pretty.
Definitely, man.
All right. Yeah, dude.
But yeah, like I was thinking earlier, like for the three ones that could be different,
Yeah, what's the
exploring the difference between rock, ground, steel.
dude? Yeah, what if we had a Pokemon game that was rock ground steel starters?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
doesn't have
figure
that
out
like diverse, choice, but
what
it's
could be the region you're from. You
yeah,
know,
for sure.
like honestly, I'm surprised that you're not a steel types trainer. Like,
Yeah?
as your for for your like ambition. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally see where you're coming from. I do want to escape the bounds of my human body, um, and live
Man,
in
steel's so
clean,
cool, dude.
smooth steel and how cool it is. Yes, I do not blame you for thinking this. Uh, I like the problem is I got very roped into these uh, convincing myself as a kid that I definitely shouldn't choose the obvious choices. Like if someone asked me, like what's something that somebody asks you when you're a kid? A simple question: what's your favorite color? I'm
Yeah,
like, I thought to myself one day, I'm like, well, it can't be red. Of
sure.
course you're a kid, you're a male kid. What, your favorite color is red? I was very
Yeah,
afraid of being very basic as a child.
yeah.
And
You had that extra, that
yeah,
next level. But
so
that's the thing. When people are
yeah,
asking you like genuine like questions about like your heart or your identity or your soul, like you have to
yeah.
represent them truly. Like you can't allow like self-consciousness to enter into those that not those choices or those decisions.
And that's
Those are
something that
like
I recognize
okay.
now. However, as a child, this was not something that I'd considered.
Yeah.
And also,
Because it
even
was
if I did represent them, I feared that representing my true interests, even if I did genuinely like red, uh, I would still answer something just just to show that I wasn't such a pleb.
right
Um,
to support
I would
expectations.
lie. Yes, I
Game
didn't
of Thrones.
realize that. Yes, exactly.
You
It's
fans of Game of
I'd
Thrones.
always imagine someone being like, he likes green. What an off the beaten path pick. You must truly be an enlightened child.
The need
To
to differentiate yourself
Yes,
from your peers,
exactly.
to
Um,
distinguish yourself.
yes. So that was, oh my gosh, these are rough
So
maps. I'd like to go
here,
back to
here's my
FTL for just a bit
yeah,
because, and I'd like you to look at this map and
yeah,
how isolated the exit is. In order to get to the exit, I have to go back to this node. And
yeah.
I have so much wonderful stuff in this top half of the map that I will not be able to get to because this node will be occupied in the next jump.
No,
I have to
I feel like you
skip.
just gotta get out of there.
Here's the thing. I could probably take a Federation ship right now. I
Just
could
one.
hit because of these distress signals. They're great. They're full of scrap, of resources,
Wait, the
of
scrap that you're
items.
gonna spend to repair your ship,
See,
and also,
I mean, here's the thing. We're trying to get down to 1 health and then repair completely.
whoa,
Yo, let's go.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
hit the distress beacons and I'm gonna take what comes to me.
All
I
right.
like you weren't paying attention when I picked this up, but I picked up an Ion Blast too. I don't have to worry about shields ever again.
Yeah, I was watching. I saw the Iron Blast.
Okay,
Ooh,
dope.
nice.
I even get a special option for it here. Disable the defense system using my Ion Blast. And since it's level 2, I'm going to get a lot of reward for it. Um, they message you, I've never seen a weapon like that before. Thanks for your help. Please accept this reward. 44 scrap. Is that worth a bit of damage? I'd say so. Um,
Okay.
I. Oh, nope. I have to hit this distress beacon. Okay.
So, I mean, this is my challenge to you, Will.
Mm-hmm.
What is your off the beaten path Pokemon choices?
Yo, I mean, I used to think that Scyther was going to be a more mainstream pick. I really did.
Sure.
It really surprised me to hear when I mentioned it. People are had that reaction of like, "Whoa, interesting pick." Um, but
Did you think it was more popular or less popular?
I thought it was more popular. I liked it so much. Scyther had this attitude and this it's a relatively large Pokemon too. I like big Pokemon. I figure, if I were gonna have a Pokemon friend, I want it to be a big Pokemon. That seems
Yeah,
awesome.
make it a
Um,
mon.
but if I had to choose, so my off the path pick for favorite Pokemon is Sandshrew.
Nice.
I
Good
like
one. Mm.
Sandshrew so much, and it's not because of the reasons that I liked Sandshrew originally. Like, it's not the reason that I liked Pokemon originally, which was cool look, big size, awesome demeanor. Um,
Right.
it's because I ended up sticking with Sandshrew because I liked Sandblast so much. Sandblast was an incredibly good move that I ended up sticking with, and Sandshrew grew on me for that reason.
Do you mean Sand Attack or Sand Blast?
Sand Attack. That's what I meant. It's the one that lowers their accuracy so they can't hit you. I'd spend entire battles solely lowering their accuracy. It was hilarious, and I probably as a child, I didn't realize that I could, stop and end the battle a little sooner.
Sure.
I thought it was pretty fun to lower their accuracy down to 0 and make them deal with that. Oh boy, yeah, you're kind of right in this whole battle sense. Let's start diversifying
I
my.
heard 2 minutes ago that I wasn't going to say I told you so.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that thought. My engines are back on, which means I'm charging again.
Step.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and.
Normally we start with that one, but okay.
Yeah, that's fair. We're going to.
Well, the good news is my engines work. Yep.
So they have winged my ship on both sides with their air support. I have all of their weapons down, which I'm loving. I've got a critical hull. If I can get just a little more damage taken, then I think I'm in a good spot.
So thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my.
All right, ABS target locked. Let's see where I get hit.
Can you think of the counterpart to Scyther?
I've got
might
3.
Also be like an off-meta pick.
Counterpart? How do you mean?
Like he's often paired together with the Scyther. People associate them together.
I can't. I don't know. Do you have one in mind?
Well, so in Red and Blue,
Uh-huh.
not everyone got access to Scyther.
Oh, that's right.
In those games, do you remember what they got access to instead?
No. What was it?
Pinsir.
Pinsir. No, I don't like Pinsir. Pinsir creeped me out. Nah.
What?
No
Just
thanks.
off-
Offbeat
also-
and for good reason.
Yeah. And also, like, often paired with Scyther is Electabuzz.
That's fair. I remember as a child wanting to like Electabuzz more than I actually did. I tried. I had the desire. I'm like, Electabuzz. It's a rare Pokemon. It's exclusive. I should like this. And I just couldn't get behind it.
I don't like big, hairy, angry things. I don't
Sure.
find them particularly appealing.
Yeah. All right, let's see if I can fix this O2 problem. Okay. Y'all get some help.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's some that are just kind of like often forgotten. Like
Yeah.
Electrode.
Like Electrode, you said? You cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Electrode.
Man. Like, as a kid, I also wanted to get these offbeat Pokemon because I felt like if Pokemon, if just a few, like a select few group of Pokemon get all the love, like, I don't know, dude, that Electabuzz also needs a cool friend. That Sandshrew needs a cool friend. Like, it's cool if they get a trainer who really appreciates them.
Yeah.
Every Pokemon deserves a trainer who appreciates them.
Exactly.
Will 2020.
Will 2020. And that's the thing, is like, I used to run a Chansey.
Yo, that's a good off-meta pick. I love that.
Yeah. But that's the thing, a lot of these off-meta picks are in the show quite prominently. Like,
Yeah.
Nurse Joy always has a Chansey.
For sure.
I mean,
Man, it's legit
for-
too.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
idea is about, like, like Psyduck and Golduck. Like, Misty has a Psyduck,
Word. Yeah.
but like Golduck you almost never see. Like, almost never.
Okay.
Dugong I feel like is more common.
Dugong? More common than Psyduck? Like, I think Psyduck definitely had the Pikachu treatment to a degree.
Yeah.
Oh man. So this
Seal,
missile is
maybe.
going to do 2 damage. I have
Oh
3
boy.
hull points.
Okay.
I can thread this needle.
But then are we gonna get to a shop
A
before?
shop soon enough. It's a good question, Mason. Um, I think we have a distinct possibility of. Oh my God! Here we go. Miss.
They missed. They missed.
How unfortunate. I'll see if I can get
Uh,
hit.
no.
All right, all right. Their missile pod is down. If I can get some sort of controllable way to take 2 damage and only 2 damage,
Yeah.
that would be the ideal. And also, ideally, in range of a shop. That would be nice.
I think you should find the shop first.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think you can come across 2 damage if you want to.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we've got this ship in the bag. Burst laser hits. They're gonna try and beg for the lives, but we don't get as much scrap that way. Here we go. 48 scrap. That's a good amount of scrap. I love that.
Alright.
Another distress beacon. Damn. I mean, sure.
They're in distress.
They're in distress. I can't turn that down. The
You must
distress
address their
signal
distress.
is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire. Yeah, I've dealt with this. Disable it with my ion beam and get tons of scrap. Yes. Cool. Okay. That's, a duplicate encounter for this one. I don't mind at all.
We want to get some shields.
That's a good point. I do have a lot of money
Well,
and
you need the money to repair to
to
full,
repair to
right?
full. Yeah, so
You have
what?
to
It
repair to
takes
full all the way.
yes, you have to repair from 1 to full. Um it's probably a good idea for me to get another shield right now. Like,
Yeah.
actually, you know what? Here, we'll secure the cargo by force. They've got a bomb, which is kind of rough, but uh we'll destroy their shields, get those weapons. They have a defense drone, so I can't use missiles. Um, boy, okay. Well, their weapons are entirely down, actually, so it's not as much of a problem as I would have thought.
It's another really good off-meta pick.
Hit me.
Firo.
Firo is good. I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of those early, like especially, Raticate and, uh, you know, Zigzagoon get
Yeah.
overlooked just because you get them early. Like that exclusivity definitely has a boost on what it means to be a meta pick.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll just real quick get an extra shield. You're right. You're absolutely right. All right. You fancy you see something moving in the shadow of the beacon, but I'll remain still. Okay. Let's hit this 3rd distress beacon of this sector, which is pretty nice. Lead them to their destination. Yeah, dude. There's a store. Okay. I found a store. Now I need to get 3 damage at this or this beacon. I think I'm going to make it this beacon. Okay, sorry, 2 damage. I need to get hit twice. You receive a message from a small refugee convoy. Hail, we'd like to help you with your mission, but don't have much to offer. If you have extra metal, perhaps we could work on your ship? They offer to upgrade your door system. For 8 scrap? Yeah, that's great. Cool. Alright, this is a problem. Since that store is right there... Oh, no.
You have to go exploring.
I also have to hit the quest before the exit. I bet that's the only shop left in this sector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah, I think
8.
your job in this sector is to try to do that. Try to take 2 damage.
You're right. It's become the focus of the run at this point. So
At least for
yeah,
now. If
for
you miss
now.
it, then
Yeah.
whatever.
All right. I'm gonna take
I'll
2
certainly end
damage
the run
in this fight.
if
Yeah.
if you do it wrong.
The only thing the beacon offers is a view of deep space and a brief respite from battles. This is terrible. I didn't want a brief respite from battles. I'm going to the store. I'm going to see how much it is to repair my ship completely. That'll be 81. Yeah, woof. So it'll
There's
probably be
people
81,
that you
82,
can purchase.
83. There
A rock
are.
person
That's a good point.
and an engineer person.
Yeah,
Does that complete the achievement right away?
let's find out. 6 unique aliens. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, and this will allow me to have 4, 5.
5.
Yep,
You need a slug.
I need a slug. I'm gonna get them. They're gonna man my ship, and they're all gonna die when I fail to get this thing. I'm gonna take 2 damage. Let's go. Oh, this is
Oh god.
really bad. Okay, Ion
Look,
Blast.
and then the fire.
Their weapons. I'm gonna let the fire deal 2 damage to me. Oh shit, wait.
You might not have a choice. Fire is a mind of its own.
Yeah. It's kind of good that I have
You know, it's
all
another
this
really
extra
good
crew.
outside
what?
Like-
Yeah, hit me with another outside Pokemon pick.
seeking.
Seeking is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of these, I mean, frankly, there's a wide array of extremely good off-meta picks. Okay, I just took 1 damage.
And then we have, of course, one of my favorites.
Yep.
It's not off meta because it's like it's a major story plot point in this
Sure.
series.
Yeah.
But it really Omnanite.
What was it? Omnanite?
Omnanite.
Omnanite. Oh, like the fossil.
Helix.
It's
Yeah, the
great
fossil.
because you didn't name its evolution. Okay. So this is where I'm going to get it. I have the ability to let the fire damage my ship once. I'm going to let it damage my ship once and then immediately jump.
Okay.
I hope it only hits 1 system. If it hits 2 systems... Okay. We're going to let it kill my
Put it in
sensors.
the room next to it. So
Actually,
you can put it out.
you know what? We're going to jump away to the store right now. We'll carry the fire with us.
Bring the fire with us.
I'll bring the fire so that I can have it to go. I'll have fire as takeout. I am at 1. I am not jumping. I am going to the store menu. I am fixing all. I don't have enough. I'm selling something. I'm selling my explosive replicator. Fix all. Close. Achievement unlocked. Yo,
thank God.
what's up? Oh, I'm still
The
on
one
fire.
achievement I thought we would never get.
Yeah, right? I can't believe that worked out. I thought I was going to die.
Yes.
Yes.
The tough
Yes,
little
says
shit.
Mason. Wow, dude. Yeah. That's good. That's a forever unlock.
Well, everything's fine now.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's extremely
not
diverse
really.
chat- Oh, okay. Well,
well, we'll see how we get out of this one. This little fun shenanigan I've worked myself into.
Duke's a hazard. Boys have gotten themselves into it again.
Do I try and reach the quest still? I'm not going to make it.
No, you have to leave.
No.
Leave?
I'm leaving.
Fleet is going to kill you.
Yeah, the fleet is going to kill me for sure is the problem. So we'll just, we'll see what my Ion Blast can do.
Another question.
Yeah.
Which evolution did you always take?
Yo, yeah. I mean, as a kid, I wanted all 3. 'Cause you know, it's a set, it's a collecting game. I was a kid. What can you say?
Yep,
Um, I really don't know. If I had to choose one, I wouldn't know which one to choose.
for sure.
Yeah,
I was really love Jolteon. Jolteon
Jolteon's
was my favorite.
dope. I mean, I would have said blank is dope no matter what you said, and that's the issue I'm running into. You know.
Oh yeah, I mean all the evolutions are lit as fuck.
Yo, what if I said Eevee?
Yeah,
What's
I
up?
mean that's Cora's favorite, right?
Yeah, Cora's. That's because Cora's cooler than me, and like we all know that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I just like Eevee being Eevee because it's
yeah.
awesome and
Like
she has potential.
Cora has fantastic, uh, like legit energy where she just is cool, and like Ash from the TV show, it's like no, Eevee's good enough. Ow, damn it. Um, yeah. Okay, that's not too bad.
It's
Only took like
yeah.
8 whole damage.
You could have jumped earlier, right? Do you get
Yeah.
like a lot of scraps from this? Or
No, you get one fuel.
okay,
Uh, but you're
get
always
the fuck
harping
out of
me
here!
on fuel, so you know,
Get the fuck out of here!
I'm gonna hit the exit. All right.
Yeah, I mean I'm really happy with Shauna's pick for best Pokemon is
What
always
is it?
Lapras.
Lapras is dope. Yeah, dude. I get that for sure.
Lapras is super good.
All right. Oh no, wait. I messed that up. How am I gonna deal with these borders? Let's start taking down their weapons, I guess. Hmm. Oh,
Also,
they've
my
got a
favorite
good
water
pilot.
type
What's
is
that?
Horsey.
Horsey's a good pick.
Seadra. Seadra's so good. I always had a Seadra.
Man. Uh-oh. Come on.
Oh, oh.
Okay,
Okay.
they ported back. We're fixing our weapons, which was my Ion Blast, which I don't like not having. And I don't have my Medbay powered either,
Get
which
the
I
rock guy in
realize.
there to fix it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Thank you. Hey, at least I have their one of their weapons down. Here they come back. Uh, in a really inconvenient place. Not sure I like that at all. We're gonna put some crew members in there so I don't die immediately.
You can always just vent your engine.
Oh, my engines. Yeah,
You can still run with no oxygen.
that's a good point. Let's go ahead and do that.
The engine room works.
Everyone out. You on doors. Okay, they're gonna try and get out. Let's hope that... Okay, doors upgraded. That's great. Put my Ion Blast back on their shields.
Oh, put people in the oxygen room though.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
They're-
Well,
If they
I'll
kill
just...
oxygen.
They won't be able to destroy it before... I'm just gonna go ahead and jump to this... Let's see, we need slugs, right? So
Yes,
probably
yes.
better to jump to a non-affiliated sector just in case we can get that.
Absolutely.
See if we can't.
I always really like Starmie also.
Uh,
Starmie is
Starmie is good. I'd say. What was the mussel, the clam?
Cloyster.
Cloyster.
And Shelter.
Cloyster was my favorite off meta. Cloyster. Whoa, Cloyster or Shelter? I liked
Shelter's
the
the
smaller
small
one. Yeah, I liked Shelter. Shelter was dope.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Yeah, dude.
I think there's definitely a full set run
Yeah.
if you just want to do water type run your
Yeah.
entire game.
I mean, you can be a water type trainer and never really.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good feel the whole time. All right, 27 scrap. Somehow I made it out of that. all I need is a slug. Let's see. So I don't have enough money right now to buy anything. So I'm going to hit the distress beacon, see if I can make my way around to, let's see. A distress beacon pulses weekly from a Rockman ship in this system. Their hull and their crew are being mined by the Lanius, lasers and weapons. That's kind of rude. I'm going to go ahead and fight the Lanius. They've got hacking, which I don't particularly appreciate. I'm going to try and... Oh, they're hacking my my pilot so they can hit me with their weapons. Yikes. And they definitely did hit me. Nidoqueen and like, which would you go for, Nidoqueen or Nidoking? Don't answer that. That's it's a dangerous question. It weirded me out how they were some of the only gendered Pokemon. Like,
yeah, early on.
Yeah.
They added genders later.
I guess that's true, but like, I also kind of wish they didn't.
Yep.
I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing to keep track of. Yep. Here we go. Okay. The Rockman, thank you. They're chill. Let's see if I can hit this store. If this store has a slug, then I probably have enough to buy it. A merchant ship is docked with a Lanius transport. You message them to see if they need any help. Turns out they may have been studying the Lanius ability to reshape metal. I'm gonna hit them up. We haven't the foggiest idea how it works. They appear to mold part of their bodies into the metal and reshape it. They have been willing to demonstrate their ability. If you have some extra metal, you would like to convert it into something. 45 for an augment, 50 for a weapon, 40 for a drone schematic.
Oof. That's, I mean, so...
If we do this...
We'll have drones eventually.
Like... On this run, kind of no. Like, we're going for 2 out of the 3 goals, and we've reached one of them, which means the next obvious goal that we're closest to is the slug goal. So I don't think we're going to go drones this run, even though I did get a drone recovery arm. And I also think that the odds of getting a really dope weapon are probably top tier here. Like, are like, if I had to choose the best out of the 3 of these, I'd choose the best weapon. The way our build is right now, and also just the weapons that I really enjoy. You know, if we get a Vulcan, that would be amazing. If we get a Glaive Beam, hell yeah. But for drones, like, the best we can get is like a defense 2, an attack 2. That's really it.
The boat is just a boat, but the mystery box could be anything.
The mystery box could
It could
be
even
anything.
be a boat.
Augments, there's some potential there, but honestly, like, augments are really nice if you have a build that's not... Like, I could really go for a killer weapon right now, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to try it.
Hit it?
I got the Ion Stunner. Okay. I forget what that does. Ion Stunner. 1 power. It stuns the crew inside the room for 5 seconds. Seems kind of dope. Okay.
All right.
I don't hate that. Not, you know, my first pick, but
Sure.
Whatever. That's chill. You stumble across a badly damaged Lanius craft. Jumps away as soon as it sees you. Looking around the area, you discover a number of destroyed rebel automated ships. Must have been quite the fight. You scrap what remains. Get 60 scrap for it. That'll let us visit the store. Crossing fingers for a slug. No slug.
Oof.
Okay. That's fine. You know, that's what we're in for.
If you want, you could sell the Ion Stunner.
I'm kind of feeling selling the Ion Stunner. I'm going to do that. We could buy another Zoltan, which I'm actually kind of digging. Um,
I feel like we might want to upgrade our ship a lot,
that's a good point. Like, I don't even have half
or
my
fix
my.
our ship.
Yeah, okay, I'll fix all. It's a good point. Um, I've never tried the distraction buoys augment. It gives you one more jump every systems. So that's 8 more jumps every game. And
If you get it right away.
yeah, that's a good point. And I almost feel like that's something I should consider in the future, because recently I started when you meet that mercenary that offers to delay the rebels, you gotta take that, because
Yeah.
if you fight him, then you get what, maybe 40 scrap, or you can give him like 13 scrap. It's cheap, and then get 2 fights out of it, which is potentially 80 scrap. So 80 minus like 14 or whatever. It's totally worth it. And I've always just immediately been bloodthirsty and just gone straight for the, oh my gosh, gone straight for the fight. But okay, I want you to look at the choice I have here. I can, jump back to a node that I've already been to, which is not usually my favorite option. Uh, or I can try this new node and try and make it over here. So from the new node, I can jump to this node. Well, I can't really jump here. Maybe if I get closer, jump, 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 jump. None of them connect to the exit. It's a trap. It's dangerous. And if I hadn't checked, it would have been the end of this run. None of these nodes actually connect. Okay, you know? Alright, still looking for a slug. See what we can do. They're gonna hack my oxygen, which isn't the worst. If I had a more upgraded oxygen system, then they might end up draining my oxygen completely. But since I just have a level 1, I'm pretty sure they can't really do much. Okay, 25 scrap. It's not a whole lot. I think they have a little more than that if they're going to beg for their lives.
The
I also really liked Metapod.
Yeah.
It was just... It's kind of a fluke, but... I don't know. Pretty unique. And what a statement to say that you like Metapod. It's like, what's your favorite Pokemon? Metapod.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's not something I would have expected to hear.
Kakuna is always pretty good. If you like do the extra step of getting the Weedle
Yeah.
so that your Kakuna knows tackle actually.
Oh damn.
Like,
See, I didn't know any
Kakuna
of the stuff like that.
you can just catch a Kakuna in the wild and it won't know tackle. But if you
Yeah.
evolve a Weedle,
Huh.
it'll poison sting. Sorry, poison sting.
Yeah.
And then it'll still know poison sting and have all that defense.
Damn. There we go. Man, mind control is really something I should consider more. Oh
Yeah,
shoot.
mind control's pretty great.
I am really glad you told me to get that extra shield. It's coming in clutch right now.
2 shields is pretty strong.
Yeah, especially early game. Get everyone back in form here. Who else was hurt? Justin, right. Oh, man. There we go. That took longer than it should have. Substantial collection of useful scrap material. That's what I like to hear. Alright. Let's see. I would love to have an extra power and an extra engine, just for that dodge chance. I'm a gambling man when it comes to getting hit by lasers. Boy, so evidently the Lanius love hacking. I didn't know this about them. I haven't fought many Lanius, but
Also, it's a very Lanius-focused system.
like sector,
Right,
yeah.
left and right.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad none of them have been boarding parties, because I only have a level 1 oxygen system. Maybe I should pump that up before I move on.
Yeah.
Alright, after this I'll be able to hit that store. Cross my fingers for a slug. Didn't take a single lick of damage. Store. What we got? Slug!
Yes.
Achievement unlocked. The
We
run,
got it.
both in one run.
It's-
That's
it's
amazing. Oh, man. Wow, that's really good luck. I honestly didn't expect to get that running. And if I sell my Artemis, let's see, 106 plus 19 is 106. So that's going to be 125, which is just enough to buy the weapon pre-igniter, which I do desperately want. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Weapon pre-igniter is strong, and that'll let me, if I find an excellent weapon, I can just immediately use it at the start of every battle.
Yeah, that's great.
Cool.
Good job, man.
All right. 5. So, also, I'd invite you to notice that I haven't bought a single fuel this entire time. It's almost like
Okay.
fuel just falls into your lap. My
Yeah,
hubris.
yeah.
All right, NG or slug-controlled nebula. I hate the nebula, so go in NG.
We already got our slugs. So.
Yep, we got our slugs. Speaking of
Yep.
which, where are we putting Alex here? Probably,
Medical.
but that like takes up a slot, and
Sure.
I'm gonna have to shuffle him around. I mean, that's a good point. I almost want to like double up in a room like weapons, so that repairs are faster.
Fair.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to put him indoors. I'm going to move bars to weapons, because I don't want to have to move my door people around when I'm fighting people, because that'll make my doors less effective.
Absolutely.
So I'll keep him there. All right, search the ship. Some scrap. That's nice. There's another store. I'll hit it later. If I can find a clutch weapon, that's my jam. That's a huge Mantis ship. Oh my god. Let's ion blast them immediately. Try and get that. I missed their teleporter. That's a shame. Okay, so fortunately they teleported directly into um, my medical room, which I feel like is the best place for them to fight my people, especially if I turn the medbay on. That's an important
Oh yeah,
portion. Yeah,
it works better when
um,
you turn.
yeah, yeah. All right, they can't teleport out. Let's start targeting their weapons, especially since they have that missile launcher, which they're gonna shoot right now. Yep,
There you go.
hit
Oh,
the least important room. I love that. You love to see that. Okay, we've got a fire in a systemless room. Easily dealt with. Let's see. Bars, you gotta go to weapons. Close all my doors. Okay, trying to escape. Pleading for their lives. Let's end this. Okay. They are down and... Oh, they got someone into my ship.
oh,
Let's see.
that's unfortunate for them.
Yeah. All right.
You could jump out, just deal with the borders later, or just wait for
Yeah.
them to die.
I'm just gonna
You
go
never know
ahead.
what you're jumping into.
Exactly. All right. That's pretty good. We're gonna jump out, hit the store, move on. Cross my fingers. I'd love to see a Vulcan. Scrap recovery arm. That might be worth it. Combat 2 drone. I'm already not really into drones. Speaking of which, I still have my... Well, hacking could be fun. So, scrap recovery arm is always nice at the beginning of the game, but we're at sector 6 out of 8.
Yeah, the value falls off significantly.
Yeah, I'm kind of down with your hacking idea. Or, come to think of it, I could save up. I could just invest in my ship, get full shields. We've got the basic ship. We've got the vanilla of spaceships, and I think it's probably worth it to deal with what we have for now.
Yeah.
Got a full crew. Dang. Might even consider boarding if that comes up.
Absolutely.
You arrive at the distress beacon near a small asteroid belt and find a ship with pirate markings, partially crushed between two large rocks. It must have been illegally mining without proper equipment. Do I try and dislodge them by shooting at the rocks and save them, or destroy and loot the ship because they're just pirates?
Try with the rocks.
Yeah, you know,
You never know.
I took some damage. I got some scrap. Okay. Dang. But, at least it was the morally correct thing to do. You love to see that.
We love to see it.
We love to see that. Let's get everyone back repaired here. I might as well pop my oxygen up one more. I know I've regretted not doing that in the past. Maybe medbay too, just to be safe. We'll just we'll play it safe. Add a little shielding onto our keeping us alive systems. Yeah, cool. I'm not gonna pay a toll, even if it is just $19. Alright, they're gonna fire their missile. Oh no! They had it powered down. I might take no damage from this. That would be very nice. You know, this Burst Laser 2 has a decent amount of fire chance. More than I gave it credit for.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. They offered me 69 scrap, which, first of all, nice, very good. They know me. But on top of that, they're offering a scrap recovery arm, which is exactly what I wanted to buy. Yo, what's up, an interweb person? This may be one of the first plead for their lives offers that I take in a very long time. Not like it's so much scrap. It's more scrap than you usually see for this sort of offer. 8 missiles?
Do it.
Yeah, dude, that's an absolute choice. That puts us at 2 scrap recovery arms. We're getting a lot of scrap right now. Maybe that's why we're seeing more. Yeah, right? An interweb person says that's a decent surrender. I've never seen a more decent surrender. That's incredible.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. 115 scrap within spitting distance of a store. I'm going to try and get a little more cash before I hit the store. Still looking for that clutch weapon. I'd love, something with a long charge time so I can take advantage of my new weapon pre-igniter, which puts my weapons up at the beginning of every battle. Let's see. I am one with the scrap. Yeah, dude. Yo. Absolutely. Burst Laser, Ion Blast. I would love Big Beam. Big Beam is my dream. I've got Big Beam dream. Alright. These folks aren't too dangerous. They've got that big shotgun, which is going to rip apart my shields, but I've got a pretty high dodge chance. I didn't get hit a single time there. Not like I can count on that, but... Alright. Last big laser. Maybe not last. I should really start focusing my ion beam on their shields. And close my doors up. Yeah. But for real, an interweb person, I'm so glad you stopped by. It's a good run. I'm glad you stopped by now, because before it would not have been. I've been like, you should drop in later during a better run. But hey, an ion beam. Yeah, that would be. How would an ion beam work? I guess it would just ion. It would just be like a. Yeah, every room that it hit. It's interesting that they have a beam for most other damage types in this game. They have a beam for just bio. They have a beam for systemless rooms. It would be really cool to see more ion variability. They have a drone for ion. All right.
For fire.
Yeah, there's always fire beam.
Fire beam, my favorite.
Mason's favorite is fire beam because it's very good and he loves arson. It's one of the things I know most about him. He's like, hey, my name's Mason. I like Geodude. I like Mankey, and I like arson. And I'm like, all 3 of those track.
Those are 3 things.
Oh god, not arson. Store. It's store time. It's store time. Give me a good weapon. We've got no weapons. We do have mind control. And we do have the crew teleporter, like I was talking about before.
I think you have to get mind control.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you also have a massive crew, so you should get crew teleporter.
Yeah, like...
And you could do the achievement still.
It's true. Do I have enough for both? Whoops. Store. Crew teleporter. I do have enough for both. How many systems do I need to get the achievement? 11 systems? Damn. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 systems. I'm not getting that achievement this run. I don't think.
Does the weapons and the subsystems also count?
The subsystems might count. Whoa. An interweb person says someone tried to do arson on one of our trains. Wait, do you have trains? And also, oh god, did someone try to burn them? Because that's... I mean, I don't know much about trains, but I sometimes hear that fire is one of the worst things for a train.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's wild. I would like to hear more about this story, please.
Fire train.
Fire train. Do
Just
not
like a
fire
normal train. Except for the fire part, you know.
With one fun twist that's... Well, fun is not the word.
Guaranteed
Exactly.
to keep things up.
I volunteer on a heritage railway. That's so cool. Volunteer run tourist attraction railway. I bet that's a dream job for a lot of folks. That's really cool. Steam trains? Man. I'm sorry somebody tried to arson your train. That's a worst case scenario I'd imagine. I hope that doesn't happen too often. Vandals and thieves frequent us, so it happens often. Man, that's really rough. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. You know, you try to make something nice in society.
Yeah.
And like,
This
and
is
it-
this is the
and
reason we
it-
can't have nice things.
Literally.
All the windows got smashed out of a train the other month? What? So this is like a common thing, huh? That's very disappointing to hear. Ugh. Well, damn.
Well, not good for the train.
I hope your train has no arson for a very long time.
Yeah.
That's something I wish for you.
A really quick question. When you're learning all the stuff about the train, do they call it training?
Gotta hit me with this. This is my most anticipated reply. Oh, Mason, I'm afraid an interweb person has asked you to leave and then subsequently get out.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you're
Okay.
allowed on this train anymore.
So I'm off the train.
You're off the train.
And train.
I'd say your question was a little off the rails.
Right. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know,
If you pulled those kinds of jokes, there you get all kinds of shit pulled on you, from what I hear. So I take it an interweb person has never pulled these kind of jokes, yet.
well, it sounds like
No, sorry,
any-
I don't
any
mean to
Denzel
assume.
Washington can enjoy the famous movie Training Day.
An interweb person is being very careful about what they say.
Nice, nice.
Yep, probably a good call. Always good on a job, on a new job, but especially useful when that new job is moving very fast.
Right.
I'd say there are safer times to leave a train than others, especially when being ousted. Oh yeah, I have mind control. I can't forget this now. I'm gonna mind control the pilot. That'll be fun.
Yes.
It is very effective, isn't it?
It's been a duel to the death. Well, you put it to
Okay.
tier 3 level. This guy is going crazy.
Yeah, he's see, what I have to do is I have to mind control somebody. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hit the medical bay, so they have to fight each other
To the death.
to the death. That's my plan.
Then you
Okay.
can mind control the guy in the medical.
In the medical. Oh, ooh, yo.
So he just like comes there and he's like, Jim, what are you doing? It's like, I don't know what came over me. All the beakers were smashed.
Okay. Well, I don't drive or work while trains are in motion. Okay. I'd expect there's a lot of work to do on a train in general. That sounds like a really interesting job. Upon closer inspection, you realize the ship under attack was a rebel scout. It's too damaged to put up much of a fight. Do I destroy it, or do I use the leverage gained by saving their lives to convince them to delay the pursuing fleet? This is what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, no, it's scrap, like 40 extra scrap, or the potential to have, uh, even more scrap. So I think I'm gonna, one jump is not as much as I would like, but that's still fine. That'll let me hit another couple nodes, I think. Let's see. An interweb person works on the railway. That's dope. Like track maintenance? That seems extremely cool. I sometimes on Reddit I see all those gifs of the heavy machinery used to work on railroads, and it's always fascinating to see those specialized tools. As soon as you jump into the system, you receive a hail from a nearby civilian NG vessel. Their captain appears on your screen. Strange bug, can you assist in debugging? Good one, strange captain. Yeah, let me listen to their problem. Look at all these... okay, so the multi-crew option is pretty fantastic. Let's see. I currently do odd jobs for people, since, again, the new guy. Yeah, I get that. I used to work in a message center, and I would just do, whatever job came my way. It's kind of fun. You get a lot of variability. I hope it goes well. All right. Found malfunctioning mantis. Believe it is human. Will receive input only from human. Danger evaluation extremely high. Provide assistance. So I can send my human crew member to communicate with them, which, given the danger, I don't know. Mantis crew member, they just said that the mantis believes it's human, so that might be kind of dangerous for the mantis. Or use the mind control system. It doesn't involve any of my crew. I'm going to do that. And I also have a top tier mind control system. The mantis calms down and communicates thanks to the NG and yourself for helping. He requests to be dropped off at a nearby planet at the human colony where he was raised. This mantis is a human. They're grateful for his return and offer a reward. That's great. Wait, so he was actually raised... Okay, that's great. All right, 55 scrap in my pocket, 133. I should be able to make it to this last node before hitting the exit, and it should be good. NG are awaiting you at the beacon with their weapons online. They explain a computer virus that is wanted for hostile acts against the NG is aboard your vessel. I don't think that's true, but don't worry. I've got an NG on board. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I had an NG on board. As the NG attempts to contact the vessel and negotiate, your NG crew member suddenly dissolves into nanites. The virus has murdered again. Okay, so they have the virus. This is awfully COVID-like. The NG vessel opens fire. Okay, so I lost a crew member. Isn't the worst thing, given my, extreme abundance of crew members, thanks to attempting that, that achievement. Okay, so I can mind control one of them. I think I'll mind control their pilot this time. Hit their shields with the ion blast and then try and keep their weapons down. With all of these defense drones, I think they're gonna have a lot of trouble. I'm gonna have a lot of trouble. Oh, I don't have a missile system anymore, so actually not an issue. Let's see. So they're going to kill their own crew member. Maybe. Well, one of them's going to get killed. Maybe not. All right. They're probably going to go to the med bay next, so I'll take that down. Yeah, 2 of their drones are anti-drone, so kind of it would be a difficult build if I were a drone build, but I decided not to take drones. Pretty stoked on that. Okay, they're going to try and fix up their med bay. Let's see if I can mess with that a little bit. Oh, wow, they successfully did it. Maybe I can... I still have 2 seconds until my mind control is back online, but...
They're pretty good fixers.
Yeah, plus can you see that they're healing at all times? They have that augment that lets them heal. Okay, see? This is the perfect time. Now I mind control one of them. And they can't repair their med bay until they're done with that. So let me actually just stop attacking for a bit. See if I can kill all the crew. Of course, they're going to keep shooting at me, which I don't particularly like. Maybe I can hit their weapons with my ion cannon. Okay. Yes. Wow, they both died? That's the best case scenario. That's incredible. Alright, so... let's go ahead and take down their O2 while I'm at it. He's going to try and repair... how am I going to do this one? I think I just have to have him suffocate if I'm going to pull this off without killing the ship. So he's going to repair his O2. Hopefully, I can get my mind control in. Oh, I forgot to turn off my lasers. So, that's fine. 33 scrap. Ain't nothing to laugh. Oh, hey. To your surprise, your NG crew member reforms. It looks as if the virus reconstituted, repurposed, and reprogrammed the NG host and wants to travel with you. It seems to have learned a great deal from its time on your ship. So I was carrying the virus.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a valuable lesson on why social distancing is important. Because I was a carrier and I didn't even know it. Okay. All right. Lesson learned. Station saved. Plenty of scrap to mess around with. Might as well pop open, I don't know, more power.
Your virus guy seems to be pretty educated.
Oh my gosh. He's good at everything.
Yeah.
His name is Virus. Does he have like a surname? No, his name is Virus. The NG. Alright. Okay, so Virus Guy deserves to be in a more lucrative position than, I guess, pilot? Who better to be the captain of the ship than the most skilled AI I've ever seen? Okay.
Yeah.
That's something I've never seen. That's what I love about this game. I see things that I've never seen before. That's incredible. All right. Perfect time to reach the exit. We're good. Oh, speaking of which, an interweb person. Which role do you want to play on this ship? I've got plenty of. Do you want to be Virus? Be good at everything. Be the pilot, because it's an open spot right now.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Masons, Manning. Let's see. Hold on. You come across an asteroid mining colony. They message you immediately saying, "Greetings. Our supplies of mining explosives have run out ever since the rebels blockaded the system. Do you have any extra explosives?" Yo, I have plenty. I don't even use missiles anymore. I'm going to give them as many as possible. 8 hull points repaired and even an upgrade reactor. That's amazing. All right. Let's see. What is Mason doing? Mason was pilot. Mason, where do you want to work on the ship? Sensors or doors? Surveillance? Yeah. I like it. All right. Yeah, for sure. Alright. Let's heal everyone up. And then decide which sector we want to go back to. Get everyone's positions correct.
I'd actually head out to bed.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I might finish this run
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then kick it.
All right,
All
man.
right.
Well, it's been real.
Yeah, for
Peace.
sure, dude. Thanks so much for
Good
dropping
luck on
in.
your run. Glad you
Thank
got
you.
all the achievos.
Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. It'll be dope.
For sure.
All right,
See
peace.
you.
All right. Well, it's just you and me now. Well, you three. Oh boy, I have viewers. This is new. As you jump back in, you immediately see an impressive slug pirate ship. The Black Raven painted on one side. They hail you. Greetings, I'm the dreaded pirate, Captain Knights. You must be full of fear, no? You have heard of me, no? I've, I haven't heard of him. Well, I've heard of you. I must see if you are dangerous as they say. I challenge you. So I can fight him. He looks like he has a Burst Laser 2, a Glaive Beam, which is actually pretty intimidating, 4 shields, and a Pike Beam. So if he manages to take down my only 2 shields, it's probably got me on the ropes. Or I can engage in the duel of in a duel of the mind, which I'm very curious. Yeah, I can spare the scrap. Okay. Your slug crewman's eyes glaze over as the two telepaths concentrate. You can only wonder what is happening. After a short time, your comrade grunts in pain and collapses onto the floor, stunned. It'll take more than that to defeat me. Let the real battle begin. Okay. So, maybe if I had more slugs. So I've got intruders on my pilot, which is not great. Let's send some backup there and actually go ahead and mind control one of them. Can I mind control my own ship? Maybe not. Turn enemies into friendlies temporarily. Maybe if I get my pilot out of there? Nope. Okay. Looks like I'm just going to have to mind control one of them. Let's pop it on their shields and start bringing those shields down. Let's see. Oh, am I not able to mind control at all? That's odd. Why not? Okay, well, that's new to me. We'll have to see how that's going. Maybe it'll be fixed after this. Maybe I can't mind control slugs, come to think of it. Maybe they're telepaths, so it doesn't work. Wow, they're also really good fighters. This is, it's just my NG in there, so let's get Mason back in. And swap him out for a few better fighters. Ooh, that is some fire. We hate to see that. Let's get these folks medbayed up. We can deal with a little less dodge for a little faster medbay here. Oh boy. Yeah. Lots of damage. Let's go ahead and send some backup in. They took down my Ion Blast. This is actually a very dangerous encounter. I guess that's what I get with a pirate. I might actually want to run about this. Yeah, this is incredibly dangerous. I'm a duck. I'm good here. Thank you. All right, it's a enemy pirate ship, but I'm just gonna mind control the shield guy. He's gonna take care of it. Oh, they mind controlled me? Okay, you know what? That's fair. Let's see what we can do. He's gonna be attacking my weapons. So let's go ahead and just hit the burst laser on the mind control. Hope we get a hit. No luck. I might just have to wait this one out. Justin's gonna have to... I don't want to lose any of my crew members here. Okay, so They only have a short mind control, which is fortunate. Let's see if we can't get... let's see if we can't... Oh, avoid this missile first, which breaches our hull. Yikes. Fortunately, Ion Blast back online. Let's start hitting their shields. Burst Laser on the weapons, and we can deal without mind control for now. We'll just deal with our superior ability to get rid of the shields. When we're ready, we can pop that O2 back up to start fixing this up. Seems like a good idea. Let's get ready for that. We're starting to do damage on those weapons. They're offering 34 scrap for their lives. I think we can go higher. Let's go ahead and send people in to fix it up. All right, let's hit their oxygen, and if we repair mind control fast enough, we're gonna... Well, no, this is gonna kill him. Okay, that's fair. Sometimes I try and get greedy. 66 scrap. They had plenty. All right. Let's go ahead, heal up, get to the next beacon, and we'll be fine. Make sure everyone is at full. All right. One of my biggest strengths so far is my abundance of crew. It's very handy. All right, so direct attacks are not preferred by the slugs, but of the 3 you see at this beacon, 1 has the brass to make a move on your position. All right, so they're slugs, which means I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to mind control them. Let's find out. Nope. Okay, slugs are immune to mind control. That's good to know. In that case, let's do something that they aren't immune to. Lasers. Alright, these ion cannons are going to start building up their shields. Oh wow, they took down my ion blast. Keep that coming. Not the worst thing for them to bring down. It has a very small charge time. Still, I would prefer if they not do that. Okay, we're hitting direct shield now. Shouldn't be very much time before we start to see that direct weapon disable. Here we go. Ions are down. Let's go ahead and start taking their pilot so I stop getting all these misses. Cool. Let's see. You have bested us. Will you accept what is in our stores in exchange for our lives? Man, I do wonder what's in their stores. If they told me what's in their stores, I'd be very tempted. And I am very tempted, even though I don't know what's in their stores. I'm going for it. A meager amount of material? That's... Well, they played me like a fiddle. That's pretty clever. Alright, you know what? I'm a man of my word. I won't kill him. As if I had a choice anyway. You know me. We'll just use what I have left. Pop up my my reactor and engines. Be on my way. Yeah, let's see what goes on in this part of the map. I could go north, but south seems more lucrative. With some intruders, of course. Let's air them out a little. make sure that everything's a little more low pressure. Actually, let's also mind control them. That could be fun. Infighting with 0 oxygen. Oh, he's trying to go to the med bay. That's fun. He is having a jam there. Let's just make sure everything's fully aerated. Well, reverse aerated, I guess. Now he's going to try and escape. Go ahead and close off some stuff behind him. And they're all gone. Without me having to lift a finger. We can wait until our mind control recharges. 1 second. Well, not second. 1 rotation. And we're good. Make sure everything's back to spec. Fully oxygenated. And then we'll be on our way. Cool. All right. I'm very curious what's in this cluster, so I might speed up on my way there. Looks like a fight with a cloaking ship. Lots of charge-up cannons. That could be pretty dangerous. Let's go ahead and mind control someone. Ah, they're all slugs. Wow, I got that at the wrong time, huh? We'll go ahead and hit their shields with the Ion Blast, then go ahead and hit their weapons. If we can get rid of that charge, it would be in our favor. They sure are shooting a lot of lasers at me, and some of them are getting through. Yeesh. They have a cohesive charge build. Their cloak lets them charge up their weapons and then fire them all at once when they're out of cloak. It's actually pretty dangerous. Fortunately, I have some good dodge chance, which is my saving grace right now. Plus that extra shield that I snagged. Still getting hit, though. Let's see if I can hit those repairs. Boy, they are good at this. I think I need to hit their pilot so that they stop dodging me before I can even touch their weapons. Oof. I mean, I guess it's not super important that I have my mind control online right now, since it is worthless in this fight. But I'm still going to repair it. Just before I forget. There's my shields down. Are they going to do anything about it? They're going to cloak. Okay. Honestly, this one could go either way at this point. I'm a little concerned. There's max rank on our shields. If I can get just a couple hits in on their pilot. Problem is I'm not getting through. There's one. Cool. With that, they're going to cloak. It's the right move. See if I can't start to whittle down those weapons while they repair. Ah, they already repaired. Wow. All right. Looks like I'm just going to have to keep focusing the pilot. Am I on fire? They're on fire. Am I? Okay. Let's scout the ship, because I think I hear a fire. And I'm a little worried. I am on fire, but it's in a very manageable place. We'll just go ahead, make sure these folks are back in their locales. Really not doing a dent on these folks, huh? If I keep hitting their pilot, that could be pretty lucrative. There we go. Maybe the only damage that I can get. They're getting plenty on me, though. Wow. More of a fair fight than I'd like. As long as they don't hit my weapons. They're doing quite a few hits. But I'm whittling them down. It's a slow race. Or if I do get ultra low, I can always jump away and just ditch, but let's see. You've bested us. Will you accept what's in our stores in exchange for our lives? Not falling for that again. See you later. There we go. How much scrap? 72. That's nice. All right. Yeah, that's extremely good. I, at this point, should be considering saving up for a clutch weapon. But at this point, I'm kind of feeling a little tired too, so I think I'm going to duck out, call it a night. Thanks for hanging out and joining me for some FTL. I really like streaming this game. So, yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.